It's a mile deep and an inch wide makes the biggest tide. So think about that.
Hey guys, what's going on? Katie Day with the Move Me to Texas team down here in Houston, Texas, here with Stephen Kim for another episode of Real Advice Podcast, doing interviews with real estate's top 1%. I am beyond excited for today's guest, who I believe needs no introduction. She's the queen of all things real estate marketing, video, now TikTok, Reels, networking, the client experience, and everything. Miss Glennda Baker out of Atlanta, Georgia.
Katie, thank you so much. I'm so excited. Y'all, I swear I'm like such a fangirl of both of y'all. Like when you sent me the invitation, I was like, are you sure you meant to send it to me?
I was,
oh my gosh. So I'm so excited. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you so much for taking the time to be here today.
Yeah, of course.
I'm going to piggyback onto the intro, Glennda, because I know prior to this podcast going live, I'm going to just add a couple of things because, Glennda, you're probably one of the most humble human beings I've ever met in my life. So I'm going to add a couple of things for maybe the one or two people in the world who don't know who Glennda Baker is. So Glennda is heralded as the ambassador of the American dream. You've received numerous awards, including the Atlanta Realtors Association Captain of the Industry Award and lifetime membership in the $1 Million Club. You're also recognized by Zillow as a founding member of the Zillow Agent Advisory Board, and you are just such a kick-ass human being. So I just wanted to piggyback onto that intro, Glennda, because we are over the moon excited to have you share your wisdom, your tips, tactical experience in the field in terms of your meteoric rise in the real estate industry. So thank you so much again, Glennda.
I'm excited to be here.
Amazing. So let's get started. Let's get right into it. So Glennda, you are known as the quintessential high touch agent. So I saw the podcast. We all saw the podcast on the giftology, how you just essentially pioneer that aspect of the real estate business. So what was it? Was it a particular event that had you be like, you know what? There's an opportunity, or things just need to be done better in terms of the aftercare experience. Even, the pre-closing and after closing experience. Like, share with people, like, how did you get to be to where you are in terms of just high service, pre-closing, after closing life, in terms of all of your touch points and just care that goes into it?
Wow, like that's the initial question. Like,
sorry.
Wow, I thought we're gonna lead in with like some like, now Glennda, where are you from?
Glennda, you're the top 1%. Come on.
We're just jumping right in here.
Thinking like this is gonna be a softball across the plate that I can but no. So it's a great question, and it really kind of causes me to think. So first off, an agent gave me a cake at closing. Just a regular like cake at closing. And when she gave it to me, I was like, this has got some legs on it. Like how it made me feel, like she really thought I was special. And she like went out of the way to get this for me. And it was this fancy cake here in Atlanta. And I was like, I loved the way that it made me feel. And when I was in elementary school from 2nd grade to 12th grade, Dan Asbury called me Glennda Cake Baker. And I'm like, I could probably incorporate this. So one thing about me is that I am always thinking. I am always looking at what everyone is doing. I'm an extremely observant person. And I'm always looking at what other people are doing. But most off, I like to see how what someone else does makes someone else feel. And I really think that was when I kind of honed in on that skill, that was really what made the difference for me.
Wow.
So Barbara Ann Ames gave me that cake. Forget her. And I literally then started giving those same cakes to my clients, and they loved it. It was white chocolate with cream cheese icing with pecans on top. And y'all,
I'm like, and where do you buy this?
It's called Piece of Cake, and it's here in Atlanta. But you're in Atlanta, Georgia, so pecans are a big thing here. And it's so good. And the cake is like 10 pounds. Well, for every 10 cakes that you get, you got one free.
Oh, wow.
So that first year, I had 9 free cakes. So I had given 90 cakes. And so I took one of the cakes to the amphitheater here in Atlanta and ran in to this guy who worked at this bakery that I also frequented, but not that same bakery, different bakery. They did my kids' birthday cakes. And he's like, well, why don't you get, and he goes, where'd you get this? I said, oh, they give it to me for free because I give cakes to my clients. And he's like, really? I'm like, yeah. He's like, why don't you get them from McIntyre's? I'm like, well, because I can't get Ryan to do the cake that I want. He's like, well, what cake do you want? I said, I want a cake with my face on it. And he's like, let me talk. He goes, how many cakes did you do last year? I said, I did 90 cakes. And he goes, let me talk to Ryan. And no lie, that was Saturday night. And by Tuesday morning, Ryan called me and said, we'll do the cakes for you.
Wow.
And last year I did 600 cakes. And I started a foundation called Operation Birthday Cake, where I provide birthday cakes for homeless children. So it
Oh my gosh.
it just like the whole cake thing was really neat. But for me, the client experience and how that agent made me feel really honed into me, like how someone feels when you do something for them is critical. And I heard this the other day and I literally latched onto this. Nobody questions your experience when they're enjoying the experience with you. And I was like, I'm stealing that. I'm using it. I love it. And, like, literally think about it. Like when somebody's enjoying the experience with you, they're in a good mood. They want to see you. They want to do business with you.
Yeah.
And how many sellers do you have that you can't get their house sold? It's overpriced. You hate calling them. Like literally every time that I know that I'm going to need to make that seller phone call, like we're sending brownies, we're sending cupcakes. Like I literally, like how get in that mood. Plus, you've got to keep in mind, and this was something that John Rulin, the giftology guy, and I disagreed on, was food. And because for me, think about it. Your mom says, don't take food from a stranger. And as soon as you accept food from me, like I'm no longer a stranger. You don't break bread with someone that you don't know. Think about that.
That's a good point.
The food was so critical because number one, it developed trust. And number two, it moved me from service provider to relationship. And so for me, that was really critical.
So I'm trying to remember if I saw you speak at Summit last year or if it was at Marketing Edge. Did you go to Orlando and speak in Orlando, or was that at Summit last year?
It was Summit.
Summit. Okay. So I remember one of my biggest takeaways from you was the food thing, right? Was that you did a lot of events at your home.
Yes.
Right. And had food and drinks at your home.
Yes.
And I came home from that and I basically told my husband that we're going to start having our clients to our home. And he was like, whoa, what are you talking about? And I'm like, no, think about it. And I told him exactly what you just said. And he was like, you know what? That's the best idea ever, and we planned to do that last year when we moved into our new home, and clearly, COVID. So we didn't, but it is in our plans to do, a huge cookout at the house with our clients and Sphere.
Well, and that's the thing, Katie, is that think about it. When they're in your home, you're no longer the service provider. You're no longer the real estate agent that's disposable. Right now, when online companies are trying to filter into our business and take our clients, you need to move from the hit it and quit it real estate agent, from the service provider into relationship, because people that you're in relationship with, they will be loyal to you. They're not going to click on contact agent and go work with Jane Smith at ABC Realty, because they've been at your home, they've eaten your food, they've drank your drink, they know your kids, they know they're going to have to run into you in the grocery store, and you become part of their life. And so that's agents, because I've always got something to say about Zillow. You don't need to fear Zillow if you are in relationship with your client. It is nothing but a search engine. Like, I'm not going to lose my clients to Google. That's a search engine. Like, they're always going to call me. And when you're in a relationship with somebody, that's that loyalty that you want.
I love it. Absolutely love it. What I also know is that's one small piece to the puzzle when it comes to all of the other touch points that you provide for people who work with you.
Yeah.
How do you get that level of information? So one of the things, I'm a coach with TF, is working with clients to be like, we have to try to extract as much information out of our clients as we possibly can to provide this level, these carefully curated touch points. Walk us through how that system looks like for you. So I transact with, your team. What happens next in terms of all of the information you have to pull out of me? Because I know you do like custom, baby baskets. You do puzzles, like custom puzzles. You do everything from like A to Z. Like how do you get that information from me?
So we do a client intake form.
Okay.
And we get all of your birthday, your dog's birthday, your kid's birthday, their names, everybody's names. Because remember, you're in a relationship with people you know their name of. So when I call you, when I see you posted that Bella was at the vet and I'm sending custom dog treats for Bella, you're like, oh my God, I love Glennda. Like literally, how did Glennda know that it's Bella's birthday? And all of that is in your client intake form. It's all on my Excel spreadsheet, but I'm continuously watching everything you're posting on Instagram, on Facebook, everything that you're posting. So we're in a relationship. Remember, we're friends, right? Like I'm watching what you're doing. If you put it on Facebook, you want me to know. I promise. Nobody puts stuff on Facebook that they don't want you to know.
They may say that, but
seriously, nobody's putting their social on Facebook. Like their social security number. Like they're not. So like when Vicky posts on there that Bella was at the vet, she wants everybody to know that Bella was at the vet. So we're sending Bella dog treats.
Wow.
And so that's the thing is like, so we have dog treats, we have baby blankets, we have puzzles, we have picture frames, we have cupcakes, brownies, and chocolates. Okay. So that's 7 core gifts. Now, let's say that you posted on your Facebook, if anybody has tickets to the Hawks-Laker game, I'm looking for 2 tickets to Hawks-Laker game. Well, I'm going to make that happen. I'm going to get you those tickets to the Hawks-Laker game because every time that you think about going to that game, you're going to think about me.
Wow. That's incredible that you have essentially you have like that level of interaction.
Yeah.
Having your pulse on everything that your clients are doing, which is crazy. Now
it's a mile deep and an inch wide makes the biggest tide. So think about that. When you jump into a swimming pool and you go deep, the ripple effect is huge. If you just literally dropped a quarter into the swimming pool, the ripple is not deep. So you want to go a mile deep because the ripple effect for it is huge. You don't have to make a wide net because the ripple effect is huge.
That's incredible.
And I think that just kind of like to point out to people that may not know you is you're saying this about your clients, and some people are like, oh yeah, like I could totally see if you sold 5 homes last year going this deep with all of your clients. How many homes did your team sell last year?
149.
Yeah. So it's like, not only is this, just so detailed on each client, like, I know that your team does so much every year for every client as well. So that's really commendable.
So Katie, so listen to this. But there's always room for improvement. So I'm going to give you, so this just happened to me. So I'm constantly talking with people because I always want to be better. I never ever think like I'm the holy grail of real estate and then there's no room for improvement because I've reached the top. I am always looking to improve. So I did these Super Bowl pop buys and this agent says to me, so how much feedback do you get from the Super Bowl pop buy? So I actually went back. We had 85% of the people that we dropped off the Super Bowl pop buy engage with us. Okay. 85%. Okay. So how much money did we spend? We did 40 pop buys and we spent $20 a pop buy. So about $800 plus JoJo put them together. So let's take JoJo's labor. Let's call it $900 that we spent. We touched 40 people.
Wow.
85% engagement. The American Lifestyle magazine that I've been sending for freaking ever costs $2,500 every other month. I send out 5, so the same 500. So we touch 40 people. Each pop by every month. That's 480 people. So basically, those same top 500 get that American Lifestyle. The American Lifestyle, I send out 500. I get 5 to 8 acknowledgments. So I'm talking to this agent, and he says to me, he's like, "So let me ask you a question. Why would you not just double down and see those same 480 with a pop by every quarter instead of doing your American Lifestyle?" And I was like,
Good point.
that guy just saved me $15,000.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
So am I going to have to augment my pop by? Absolutely. But the pop by is a third of the cost. So even if he didn't save me 15, he still saved me 10. I mean, that's the thing is, and I think that's where agents they're like, "Oh yeah, Katie, her business is so different than mine. Oh yeah, no. I can't do that because Glennda, oh no, I can't do that. Oh, all that sparkle. Oh, like literally that repels me." like that's the thing. Like, I think no, are you going to take my sparkle or my cupcakes or my glitter and rip my head off and put your head on? You're some big machismo man? No, never, ever in a million years. But you're some, macho guy. You're going to do whiskey. You're going to do slabs of meat. You're going to do ribs. So find what it is what's your thing? And then go deep with it. Embrace it and use the hell out of it.
Let me ask you, Glennda, because I'm so curious about your growth, your team's growth. How do you find an agent who aligns with the way Glennda has operated, not only her business, but her life? Because I'd bet the farm on this. You are like this no matter what, even if you were not like a phenomenal, realtor, broker. If you weren't that, you'd be doing this in any industry. How do you find the ideal team player that aligns with your vision and the way that you're running your business? Oh, there's the eye roll. Oh, is this where we pause the recording?
We can't pause it. There's no pausing.
So it's not easy.
This is a tough question. This is a tough question.
It's not all sparkles and sunshine with Glennda. I am not an easy person to work with because my expectation of myself is the same expectation I have of my team.
Okay.
Elizabeth and I have actually worked together for 20 years. Elizabeth and I were the second team that was started at the company that we were at. This was back in 2000. There weren't even teams. And I was pregnant with Lucas, and Elizabeth was going to help me while I was pregnant with Lucas. And we have been together forever. And the reason that it works is because she bought in early to the Glennda show. She literally believed in me, and she believed in my vision. And literally, she is like my sister. Wow. And she never, ever questions any direction that I think we should go. But we sit down as a team and we come up with everything together. So they have a say, I have a say, but ultimately my team believes in me. And I think that any great leader has to get the buy-in from their team.
Absolutely.
But I think that the magic happens because those girls know that I'm as invested in them as they are in me. And I'm not asking anything from them that I'm not willing to do. Nobody goes and shows a $900 rental that I'm not willing to show myself. And I think that a lot of team leaders want to be the queen, and everybody else runs and is at their beck and call. That's not how we operate. I show $900 rentals. I show $1 million houses. So does everybody on the team. But I'm invested in them. And this year, I'm looking to buy an investment property to finance that. And all of us go in on it together. All of the decorating, the rehab, everything, and then share the profit.
Wow.
I want to help them build generational wealth. This isn't about building the Glennda show. This isn't about building Glennda. This is about us all growing together in the same direction. And I think that that really has been the secret sauce for me and my team.
Wow. Can I ask, you shared something really powerful. You invest into your team and you do everything in a way that, whatever, you do, you expect the team to do, whether it's a $900 rental or $1 million property. Can you share with us, what does that look like when you say you invest into the team? Is it time? Is it resources? Because as busy as you are, time is probably one of the things that you would love to get more of. So what does that investment look like into the team?
Everything, head to toe, top to bottom, front to back. It's
Wow.
money. I pay for everything. They pay for nothing. They pay for nothing. Literally. I pay for everything. We brainstorm, we huddle together to start the day. We start the day together. Every day, Monday through Friday, we start the day together. I end the day every night with them. My last phone call before I get out of my car to go into my house is for those girls. If they pick up the phone and call me at 10 p.m., they pick up the phone and call me at 2 a.m. I'm there, whatever they need. There is no appraisal issue. Nobody's head spins around and snot flies out of their nose without me being right there with them. So for me, I want to make sure that they know, and we hash it out. I think that that's the value in a team.
Yeah.
Is when you're having a problem, like, you have somebody to go to, because the craziest place is in your own head. So once you get it out, it starts to make more sense. So that's so this is my favorite analogy. Any team leader that leads with, I'm going to give you leads, that is the rich guy who tells you he's going to give you money. His only value proposition is that he's rich. He doesn't have jack anything else to offer. And
vulgarities are allowed on the Real Advice podcast. Just
sorry about
moving
that.
forward. Yeah.
That means he doesn't have any other value proposition. For me, I don't even lead. Like, leads are not even a discussion when you're coming to my team.
Yeah.
My value proposition is access to me and my investment in you. That's what and it doesn't stop. Whatever I can help, wherever they want to grow, I'm here to help them grow.
So let's get a little tactical on the team thing. I mean, obviously, I know you've had a team for a while, right? I think teams these days are very hot right now. It's so hot right now. Everyone wants a team or wants to be on one or start one, right? What would be some things that you would tell, someone that's, a real estate agent or a broker looking to start their own team?
Understand the money. Duh.
Yeah.
Seriously, forensically, you need to understand the money. So I've had, no lie, cross my heart. They paid $150 a month and kept 100%. They paid $300 a month and kept 85%. I've done 75-25. I've done 60-40. Every split. My leads, you get this. Your leads, you get that. Your mom, you get this. My brother, you get that. Like, literally every mistake you could make, I have made since 2000. Elizabeth, no lie. Elizabeth has been everywhere from 50% to 100% on commission, and the girl is still with me. No lie. I told her 5 years ago next month, I said to her, I'm going to change the commission splits to 50-50. And she's like, okay. She was at 85-15. She goes, okay. She goes, why are we doing that? I said, because if we don't do it, I can't stay in business. She goes, okay, no problem. I share every expense. You guys are going to think I've lost my mind. I literally just received $1,700 worth of chocolates. The invoice, they see it.
Wow.
The video books, $2,500. The invoice, they see it. Because I want them to understand. Because all teams see is, oh, well, Katie made $2 million last year. Katie made $2 million. Katie didn't make $2 million.
I wish Katie made $2 million last year.
What it is that you split the money, you split it with them. the only person that's exposed to risk is me, because if nobody sells a house, Tiffany still needs a paycheck.
Yeah.
I mean, workers' comp, all of that stuff. I want them to understand every single penny that's coming in and every single penny that's coming out. There is no, oh, Evelyn, I'm going to give you this one. Big deal. Don't tell. I'm 100% transparent. I'm 100% authentic. Any question that they have, we ask it in front of the group. There's no side deal. Nobody gets anything extra. And that, I'm telling you, that right there, I should pay for myself on that one. Like literally, every mistake that anybody could make as a team leader, I have made. That right there, making sure that they understand how much it costs you to run the business. Don't be afraid that they're going to think, oh, Glennda made $1 million. Glennda didn't make $1 million. I wish I worked for me.
Okay, so just to piggyback onto Katie's question, Glennda, everyone wants a team. Everyone does. And, I'm building a team. I've had a team now just over a year. It is absolutely the hardest thing I've ever done in real estate. It is. And I understand it's going to continue to be challenging as we continue to grow. What would you say would be the best hire, the first hire? Everyone talks about the admin, having an admin. Do you believe that to be true? Or do you think that there's another hire strategically that would be the best first hire?
The first thing that you should do is disc test yourself, number one, and understand where you fall in the disc test.
Love it. Okay.
Number two, I would not hire a salaried transaction coordinator. The first hire that I made was a shared assistant with 2 other agents.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But it was super important for me to be able, I wanted to honor the commitment of money that I was making to somebody. And I didn't have 40 hours of work, but I knew that if I didn't hire an assistant, I was the assistant. So I think that and especially in 2021, I think that the transaction coordinator is probably the most important job that you can hire out first. Okay. Not your personal assistant to take your car to get it washed and pick up your dry cleaning and run signs. That's not what you need. You need somebody who's going to handle the paperwork, because typically the best salesperson isn't the best paperwork person.
Yes.
What?
1,000% true.
There are every rule, but typically those 2 people do not exist in the same person. And believe it or not, and Eileen would tell you that this is not true, but I am actually an IC, which means I'm an expressive analytical, which makes me bipolar, which is probably not too far from the truth, but it's a very unusual combination.
Yeah, it is.
I used to be an ID.
Yeah.
I think that as I grew in my leadership role and understood how important forensically understanding a profit and loss statement was, I went more towards the analytical. I have always been a numbers person, actually. I love data because I barely graduated from high school. I didn't go to college. I've always felt very inferior to people that were more educated than me, but I could always win because I had the ability to memorize data. So I've always kind of been a numbers person.
Wow.
But don't worry, in times of conflict, I am a D. The road, I'm telling you, the road is paved with dead squirrels that fail to make a decision. Nobody dies on my watch, and I'm not fail. So I will tell you right now, if you need this test, I think that the first person you hire is a transaction coordinator that you can pay by the transaction if it closes. That typically in my market runs $350 to $450.
Okay.
And then the second person that I would hire would probably be a great buyer's agent. And of course, for your admin, you're looking for a CS, somebody who's analytical and steady. And for your buyer's agent, you're looking for either an IS or an SI. And I will tell you, I do not hire people that are D. I have enough D for everybody. I know who I work well with. I think that D people are leaders. I think that those are team leaders. And I think that there's a place for them in every organization. But on the downline, that's probably not your best hire.
Okay.
I think that everyone finds that out too, right? Like as time goes on. So that's what I always feel like is a question in the Facebook group we're all a part of, right? They're like, do you think this is too much, D? And it's like, it's 100%, for a buyer's agent or for an admin. It's like, no, that's definitely too much.
Yeah. Big D means a lot of things. But
It does.
it's never ever good to have that person like in a subordinate position, because they will literally make your life hell.
Wow. One of the questions I posted on the Facebook group, and Glennda, you touched upon this, is what's the ideal team split? So I know you said you've done everything under the sun. You finally have settled on the 50-50. Do you get any pushback on a 50-50 at all?
Zero.
Wow. Okay.
None.
Okay.
Zero. Not one single bit. Like literally, I pay for everything. You have zero exposure to risk. None.
Yeah.
And like my people, they are making a truckload of money. The reason that they're making a truckload of money is because I'm not stacking the soldiers, giving everybody 2 or 3 deals, 6 deals, 7 deals. Those girls sold 30 houses each last year. Like they sold 30 houses each. They have an assistant. They have a transaction coordinator. They don't even have to make their own pop buys. All they have to do is drop them off. Like literally, JoJo makes the pop buys. Like seriously, like I want to work for me.
I want to work for you.
I'm flying to Atlanta.
I'm moving.
I mean, I'm telling you. And this is the thing, is that again, you have to show people the value that they're getting from you. And as long as people never question the experience, as long as they're enjoying the experience.
That's really well said. Really well said. Glennda, let me ask you, someone 1 year in the industry, what's the one nugget of information, one nugget of gold you would give to that person who's got 1 year under their belt?
Eat out. You think I'm joking? I made $125,000 my second year in real estate eating out.
Wow.
And and y'all, I've been selling real estate since Jesus was a baby, right? Like 28 years. So back in 1993, no lie, so who sits at the bar at a restaurant? Somebody who wants to talk to somebody.
Of course.
Don't want to talk to somebody, you're going to sit at a table by yourself with your book. So if somebody is sitting at the bar at a restaurant, they obviously want to talk to somebody. So no lie, you go to the nice restaurant, you sit at the bar. Long day? Oh my gosh. I have been showing houses all day long. Oh, you're in real estate. I am in real estate. Please know somebody that wants to sell a house, because I have got people standing in line to buy houses.
Oh my gosh.
Well, actually, I was thinking about selling my house. No lie. $125,000 a year with that one script. Again, I have paid for myself today. I hope y'all are enjoying this.
The restaurant industry is going to explode with that nugget.
Well, and Steve and I are like, okay, challenge accepted. We'll go out to eat more. Both
okay,
of us love food.
Fine, okay.
Fine, okay.
I mean, I'm telling you, but literally, I was in the grocery store last night at Publix. I don't know if you have that wherever you are, but I'm telling you. So I was in the grocery store last night. The cashier says to me, she's like, hello, how are you? Oh, living the dream, selling houses every day. The lady behind me, you're in real estate? I am in real estate. She's like, oh, we're getting ready to put our house on the market. I'm like, oh, my stars and stripes. Please tell me you live in the Walton School District, because I live in the Walton School District. The Publix is in the Walton School District. We do live in the Walton School District. I'm like, please, can I just come see your house? Because like I have people standing in line to buy houses in Walton School District. Like I literally may go to the grocery store every single freaking night. You think it's a joke, but no lie. I'm at the dry cleaners. I'm at the grocery store. I'm at the restaurant. No matter where, I'm at the McDonald's. No matter where I go, I'm at Starbucks. No lie. This is my favorite thing at Starbucks. Hello, this is Jane. What can I get for you today? Jane, this is Glennda, the real estate agent. Okay, everybody has their window down. They can hear you.
So smart. So smart.
This is Glennda, the real estate agent. I mean, seriously, like no matter where I go, I insert that somewhere because somebody is listening. People are nosy. Oh, you're in real estate. Yeah, I am in real estate. Please tell me you know somebody that wants to sell their house because I have people standing in line to buy. I'm telling you, right there, that one script alone will help. Whether you've been in business 1 week, 1 year, or 10 years, you can use that.
Well, you're definitely not the undercover agent. I think we can all agree on that. Glennda, let's look at the past 1 to 2 years in your business. What's the one big change in the business? So I know you're on TikTok, you're on all the social media platforms, video marketing expert. Like what's the one thing in the past couple of years that you're kind of like, I've really had to pivot this way in the business?
Great question. So I have invested a lot of money in content creation, in video. I made a commitment a year ago. I met with Dean Aguilar. He works with Sharon and Brand Builders. And I met with him a year ago in February after Elite in San Diego. Mm-hmm. And I said, I want you to help me with this because I'm really struggling because I'm old. And I just don't think that I think I'm a dinosaur. I don't think there's a place for me in this video thing. And he's like, I've seen your post from the Porsche. You're great on video. We're going to work with you on this. And I got serious about it. It took me, so I met with him in February. I didn't do my first TikTok till October.
Wow.
And
why was that? Why was that, Glennda?
Because mentally I could not get in my head that I was, I mean, think about it. I mean, in all honesty, I am a middle-aged real estate agent in Atlanta, Georgia. Who wants to watch me on TikTok? Nobody.
55,000 people.
I just made a lunch reservation for tomorrow, and I called and the guy answers. I didn't know who it was, and I said, "Hi, David. This is Glennda Baker. I'd like to see if you can get me a table outside for lunch tomorrow at noon." And he goes, "Are you going to take a break from your TikToks?"
No way.
Yeah, I mean, but we're at we're at the St. Regis. I take the team to St. Regis for dinner, and I'm coming down the stairs, and this woman flips around to her friend. She goes, "Oh my God, that's the real estate agent from TikTok." And I'm like, I heard her, and I'm like, and Tiffany's like,
"That's me."
She wanted to take a selfie with me.
No way. That's
like, it's to me, it's insanity. So I mean, Dean is, and Sharon said, so first I did a dance, and Sharon is like, "No, don't ever do that again." And I'm like, okay. So no lie, I started making those TikToks in October, and I've made we just closed another one, $88,000.
Oh my gosh.
October. So I love TikTok. So I doubled down on short form video. I have a production team. We do batch content. So I shot all day Monday, 11 hours.
Wow. Okay.
We do, depending on how on my game I am, I can do anywhere from 8 to 15 TikToks in the morning. We slice and dice that into IGTV. So what I found was we just let the camera run. Let it run. And some of it's outtakes, intakes, intro, outro, IGTV, Reels, TikTok, everything. So in the morning from 8, so they start at 7. I'm on camera at 8. We shoot till 11:30. We take a lunch break. I'm back at 12:30.
Oh my gosh.
At 1 o'clock, we start with our first guest on the Glennda Show, and we have a guest every hour. We shoot for about 35 minutes. Then I have a little chit chat with them, blah, 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 blah. I change my clothes. I do the next one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 Glennda shows. So somewhere between 8 and 15 TikToks in the morning, 4 Glennda shows in the afternoon, 11 hours.
I want everyone watching and listening to take a deep breath. That is not what we expect for you to do. Glennda is obviously a machine, so she's had to work her way to this point.
But I'll be honest with you, like, do you have any idea? Like, there's no other efficient way to shoot it.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know, like, on Tuesday, like, are you going to have any great content on Tuesday? Maybe Tuesday you suck.
Yeah.
So, like, literally, like, so, like, I think my next shoot is March 13th, 12. I think it's not 13th. It's 15th, March 15th. And so literally I write down all of the ideas. So I have like my little notes page in my phone, and I just write down like all of the ideas, and then we just go through them. And any idea that I have, I put it in my notes, no matter what time of the day or night, where I am, even if I'm in the shower, which a lot of times I am in the shower when the ideas come. I stop, I get out, I make the note, get back in, and people are like, well, I don't know what to shoot, Glennda. And I'm like, you're a real estate agent. Like, are you kidding me? Like, if you can't figure out what to shoot, like, GTS that shit. Like, come on now. Like, there's no excuse not to know what to shoot. But ease into it. Start with live video. So I started with live video, and you can't erase it and go back and redo it 1,000 freaking times. So you're live. So do the live video. And for me, I for all intents and purposes, I'm an only child. My brother's 20 years and 3 months older than me. So I grew up talking to myself in the mirror. So for me, talking on videos, it is like talking into myself in the mirror. And so, like, I think but I cannot talk to the camera except if I'm in my car. Although I'm getting better, because now I'm shooting opinions from the office and live from the living room. And I have the office are much better than live from the living room, but nothing is as good as post from the Porsche.
Love it.
I just love the alliteration. Like that's when I sat in on your farming seminar at the summit, like all of your alliteration, like the coffee and comps, and I don't remember all the other ones. I have it in my office at the office. You're a marketing phenom. I love it.
Thank you so much. It's funny because like wallpaper is coming back. So today is Wallpaper Wednesday. So like you guys think I'm joking. I mean, like literally.
I know you're not. That's what's great about it. Like
so like look, Man Cave Monday, Testimonial Tuesday, like Foyer Friday. Like I love that stuff. So like literally as soon as this one's the one this one may not make it to the you guys are gonna get this little preview. Spread Love Saturday. I might have to take that one. I'm not quite sure that I could like put a bedroom and put Spread the Love Saturday and make that like G-rated for really.
That's going to go viral. Let's be real here. Post it and that one's going to go viral. Glennda, one last question, because you're super, super busy. We want to respect your time. A question that's probably one of my favorite questions. Glennda, if you weren't in real estate, what would Glennda be doing today?
I would be an attorney.
Okay, and why?
Because I have the ability to argue any point away. And I think that has made for me to be a great real estate agent. Not such a great wife, but a great real estate agent, because I literally have a photographic memory. I can remember everything you said verbatim and repeat it back to you.
Ooh.
And I love that. I love to like take what you said and be able to feed it back to you like you didn't mean it.
So what you're saying is always stay on Glenda's good side.
Pretty much, yeah. But I mean, and I love criminal law. I had the opportunity. It was so funny. Do I have time to tell this little story?
Of course, absolutely.
So I never will forget this. I was single, and I was down in Buckhead, which is like, this fancy part of Atlanta. And I was with my girlfriends. There's 10 of us. It was a birthday party. And I'm like, oh my God, that is Jerry Froelich. Y'all, that is Jerry Froelich. And they're like, who's Jerry Froelich? I'm like, he is the criminal defense attorney for Fred Tokars. He is the legal analyst for Channel 11. And they're like, nobody would know that, Glennda. And I'm like, oh my God, I cannot believe that is Jerry Froelich. Like, I am freaking out. I mean, huge attorney, huge defense attorney here. So he walks by the table and he says, excuse me, are you Glennda Baker?
Oh.
And I look, and the first thing I'm thinking is like, okay, I haven't done anything. And I'm like, I am Glennda Baker. And he goes, you have a house for sale on my street, and I pass your sign with every day. So y'all, this is no lie. So in 1995, I had my picture on my sign, and no lie, my picture was larger than my real head. And everybody in town teased me about it. I was like the first person to have their picture on their sign. Everybody in town teased me about it. And he goes, you have the house for sale on my street. And he goes, I pass by your picture every single day. He goes, I knew it was you. I told my friends it was you. And I'm like, oh, well, it's so nice to meet you. He goes, I am thinking about selling my house. I'd love to talk to you. And my friends were dying. No lie. It is like one of my favorite stories. So I will just tell you,
Oh my gosh.
I've always been obsessed with criminal law. And I have my picture everywhere because people do business with people they're familiar with.
Wow, that's incredible. So I better put my face on my signs.
Think about it.
Yeah.
People familiar with. It's a little passe now because you have social media. Do you even need to put your picture on your sign because your picture should be everywhere?
Once you've gone viral on TikTok, you know.
Right.
Spread the love Saturdays.
Oh,
I can't wait for that. That's gonna go viral.
I may have to do it.
You have to. You know what, Glennda? There's a spice about you. You got to do it. Come on, you have to do it. I'm gonna keep egging you on. Where's the spread the love Saturdays? Where's this? I love it. I love it.
Y'all are making me. Y'all are.
I love it. I love it. Well, Glennda, we just want to say thank you so much. You're just an incredible human being. Just your warmth, your energy, your laser focus on building an incredible business, an incredible team, the alignment with everyone on the team as well, the sheer mad love of your clients for you is just a testament to just how incredible you are. So I hope I get to see you again in person. Actually, the first time I saw you was actually at the Elite Retreat, the last one about 1.5 years ago, and I was just blown away when you're giving your talk. So I hope I get to meet you in person, following you on all social media. Just wanted to say thank you so much for just your time. You are absolutely awesome. Awesome.
My pleasure. I have to tell you, I'm so honored that you invited me to be a guest. You have no idea how much I think of both of you. Thank you. Thank you.
We love you, Glennda.
You too, guys.
Bye. Take care.